Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video now, review time. Reason it's out so late, this review is the fact that I've been at work pretty much all day, so yeah. I'm just getting right to, I should say, just getting around to actually recording the review now. Last night we took on Barnsley. Bottom of the league clash really, Barnsley 24th. Of course we're 20, I think we were 22nd by the time the game actually started. You know, it's kind of one of them. Listen, it's a scrappy affair. Let's be completely real. I didn't think either side stood out. It wasn't like one of them games where you go to it and it's really sort of entertaining and it gets you off the edge of your seat. It was kind of like a snooze fest, if I'm completely honest with you. But we can't complain because we can't complain because the Borough got the 3 points. We are now outside the relegation zone by a point, I believe. It takes us to 17 points this season. I think that's our third win in 18 games, which still doesn't look great. I'm seeing a lot of Borough fans still be very, very angry with Jonathan Woodgate, even after the win. I know a lot of Borough fans are still coming up and saying, well, it's a victory that keeps him in a job, but realistically he shouldn't be here still. I think a lot of people last night wanted us to lose in many respects, because we had a loss. People were saying that if we would have lost, then Woodgate would have gone, and that's their own opinion. For me personally, I feel like, Woodgate, okay, he's trying to do a job, don't get me wrong. It gets very, 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 very frustrating at times, seeing his tactics. I mean, like, for instance, his tactics against Hull when he brought on Clayton for Fletcher, and we ended up drawing 2-2. I think we drew 2-2 partly down to one of his tactical changes. He's an inexperienced manager, we get all this, but, what he's trying to do, he's obviously got a philosophy there, and he's trying to make it work, do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, as I said last night, I didn't think either team were really, well, you know what I mean, no one really got to the edge of the seat. I mean, first half, I thought Barnsley should have been ahead. I know we had a few chances. Bretton Bolonga broke through, took on 2 players, cleared off the line for a corner. Apart from that chance, really, I can't think of any that I was sort of like, oh, it is, Borough might score this one here. I'm just looking at it myself, and I think first half, realistically, Barnsley would draw the chance for the half-time whistle, to put it on the bar. Listen, he puts it on target into one on top corners, it might go in. And Barnsley were alright first half, and if anything, they were the better team. I don't think we quite woke up in the first half. There are 2 penalty shouts. I thought the first one could have been a penalty, but from my angle, it was a bit hard to see. So if anybody sat sort of inside the north stand, let me know if it was a penalty or not. But I thought first half, going to the break, there was a lot of boos ringing out as well from the Borough faithful. And I call us Borough faithful. Minority boo, the majority just sort of clapped them off and then went into the half time to do whatever they wanted to go and do, get a cup of tea or whatever. But it is what it is. Second half, I thought, again, okay, I thought we stepped it up a little bit. Maybe done into second gear a little bit. We weren't exactly out of this world, unbelievable, but the performance was alright. It was alright. I think Barnsley fans, I felt like second half, I would have been pretty annoyed if I was a Barnsley fan, because the first half, the intensity that they showed, trying to make moves, trying to attack us. The second half, okay, they showed glimpses, but it wasn't the same Barnsley that came out in the first half. And I believe if Barnsley would have played the way they did inside the first half into the second half, they might have actually got something last night. I thought we had to step it up the second half. It kind of annoyed me the fact that Britton Fletcher, Fletcher scored the goal and well taken, a great bit of movement. Listen, I'll get into that in a little minute. We've seen some Bolonga at times trying to take on the goalkeeper, just trying to be a bit cocky with it. And I think, I'll just put it away. At the end of the day, it's 1-0. We've seen what happened the other day, we were 2-0 up. Let's not be silly with it. If we've got the chances, put the chances away. It helps towards the goal difference. Job done early. That did wind up a little bit. But listen, our goal, fantastic work from Marcus Tavernier. I'm so pleased that this season now he's finally been given a chance. He's actually inside the squad. Because last year, Pulis would never really play him, ever. And then at the end of the season, he said, oh, do you know what it is? I should have played him more. Well, yeah, you should have played him more. Because now we're all seeing how good he is. And if Tavernier is playing in the right position, the guy's unreal. And I mean unreal. There's a reason to why he goes into the England teams, into the under-21s and whatnot, because the guy has got talent. And now he's showing it. And last night, just a little bit of work that got the goal was fantastic from Matt Tavernier. Tavernier just jogging around, as you normally do, sort of out possession, just trying to put pressure on the man. He does that perfectly, gets back in there, sort of a bit of strength there to sort of like usher the man away, breaks through, Fletcher's wide open in the penalty area, comes off into a cracking position, ball goes through to him, round the goalkeeper, round the defender, 1-0 the Borough. And listen, it was against the run of play in my opinion, But listen, it was 1-0. Did we deserve it? Probably not, but who cares? Do you know what I mean? Like, we scored the goal. We're on our way then to 3 points. I thought Pace, I was a little bit sort of disappointed in the performance, if I'm honest with you. I know he kept a clean sheet, and I get this. And I know a lot of people might not appreciate me sort of talking about him, but listen, I'm going to give my opinion on what I've seen. I thought at times he looked a bit nervous and a bit shaky, and inside the second half, I think he must have had a shot or a cross. And he sort of fumbled it and he went out for a corner. And realistically, he could have gone in the back of the net, but of course it didn't. But apart from that, really, I thought he put off a few decent saves, and I thought, commanding-wise, he was alright, but just a few times looked a little bit shaky and nervous. Which sort of takes us into the Leeds game. And if he's going to be in goal, it's kind of like, it's one of them where I hope he's a bit more composed, if you like, if that's the word I'm looking for. There's a Barnsley had chances in the second half, hit the crossbar off a shot, very, very unlucky. They look dangerous from the corners, but overall, there's a reason to why both teams are down there, and it's because realistically, we can't take our chances half the time, but that's probably the main reason why Barnsley aren't there, because Barnsley have the Woodrow, who I was a bit in fear of, but he didn't really show much. I mean, he sort of failed to hit the target at all, really, yesterday. I know a lot of Barnsley fans are calling the relegation performance and all that, but I don't honestly think they were that bad. I feel like in January, if they can actually get an out-and-out goal scorer in their team, then listen, they won't be in the bottom 3 come May. That's my own opinion on it. If they actually get a decent, well-known Championship or ex-Premier League, lower league Premier League player in, then they should be alright. But of course, listen, it comes down to money and obviously trying to attract that player to your club. But overall, it's 3 points for us. We move on to Saturday now. It's an absolute huge game in terms of points. I know a lot of people calling it a rivalry and a derby. I don't personally see it as a derby. It's far from a derby. Like Leeds is like an hour and a half away from Borough. It's far from a derby. It could be a rival game, I suppose. But this is another big game for us. Another big test. If we can come away from there with points, I'll be more than happy. I think everyone's expecting a defeat, so that is what it is. But if we can at least get a point, I'll be very, very happy, because Leeds is a hard place to go. I will admit that, even though people think I've got beef for Leeds and whatnot. I don't. I just gave my opinion and that was it. But, last night, the performance wasn't absolutely fantastic, but what we take the 3 points, we move on now. Leeds United Saturday, we see what happens. I'm man of the match for the game. You know what it is? It's a tough one, isn't it? I don't know. I thought Tavernier played well. I thought Tavernier did really well. But some belonging maybe he wasn't as sharp as what he was on Sunday. I thought Ayala did okay at the back at times. I'd probably give it to Tavernier. Yeah, I'd probably give a man of the match to Tavernier. I thought he was very, very good last night. One of our standout players, really. But like I say, let me know your man of the match inside the comment section. What did you make of the game as well? Comment it down below. Check out all my social medias inside the description. And see you guys in my next video, which is tomorrow. The Leeds preview will be out. I don't know what time it'll be out, but it'll be out tomorrow. So yeah, take care, people. I'm out of here. Up the butter.